Hanul! Stop!
The Truth Unearthed by Black Claws. Chapter 1. The Grave That Would Not Rest. The spring wind is still cold on the mountainside. Minjun's voice tears the air. Hanul, stop! But the Jindo Hanul cannot stop, must not stop. His forepaws rip at the earth, mad and furious. Sharp claws strike pebbles. A sound like thin metal screams in the ear. For a whole year he has been weak and wilted. Now he explodes with strength. Young Hanul's acting completely strange. Fear stains Sun Wu's voice. On Father's Memorial Day, the whole family stands unsure, not knowing what to do. In Hanul's eyes burns desperation. Find it, now. His breath bursts out of him. His whole body soaks with sweat. Hanul, please. Sujin's voice trembles. Watching Father's grave torn open is unbearable. Hanul moans low and digs harder. Blood starts to run from his claws. Still, he does not stop. Certainty takes hold of his body. Something important lies beneath. This is wrong. Truly wrong. Minjun mutters, 12 years a veterinarian, and he has never seen this. Animal instinct does not usually shatter the world like this. Then, a dull thud. Hanul's claws hit something solid. The dog suddenly freezes. He peers into the hole and begins to whine thinly. Not a sound they have heard in a year. Despair and urgency and pleading, all braided together. What's down there? Minjun lowers a shaking hand and looks. Between clods of earth, a white thing. No way! His spine goes cold. This is not ordinary. Hanul still cries toward the hole, his small body packed tight with the strongest feeling they've seen in a year. Hanul really knows something, Minjun realizes. Father's old words return. Hanul is a special one. A day will come. What has been hidden beneath Father's grave? This story began a year ago, after Father passed, when Hanul began to act strangely. Chapter 2. A Year of Silence. Honey, won't Hanul die like this? Sujin's trembling voice slashes the dawn air. Through the clinic window, Minjun stares at the dog curled in the corner of the yard and sighs. Father brought this Jindo home 6 years ago. Now Hanul is a different dog. He used to be lively. He used to love people. Then one day he started crouching in a corner all day, staring at nothing. He barely ate. If they asked him to walk, he shook his head and returned to his place, as if waiting for Father. Hyung, we can't keep him like this. Sun Wu speaks carefully, the calm tone of a teacher, but worry fills his eyes. Minjun's shoulders sag. 12 years running an animal hospital. He has treated so many hurting animals, but he cannot help his own dog. The fact crushes his chest. He believed time would make it better. Animals grieve like people, then adapt. But a year passes. Hanul does not change. He grows worse. Sometimes in the center of the yard, he tips back his head and gives a long, long howl at the sky. A sound that makes their chests ache, as if calling Father. Hanul, you have to eat. Minjun kneels in front of him. On any other day the dog would wag and run over. Hanul looks at him, then turns away. That indifferent gaze cuts Minjun to the bone. They tried every test in the last year. Blood tests, X-rays, ultrasound, even MRI. Always the same. Nothing physically wrong. Colleagues say the obvious. Stress-related depression. Time will help. Time? A year already? And Hanul has not improved. He's worse. He has lost 3 kilos. The glossy coat has gone rough. He ignores every toy he used to love. Don't blame yourself too much, Minjun. Sunwoo places a hand on his brother's shoulder. Minjun shakes his head. It shames him that a veterinarian cannot help his own dog.
아이고, 예쁘다.
Chapter 3. When Father Was Alive. He wasn't like this when Father was alive, Minjun murmurs. Father and Hanul were truly special together. If Father sat in the yard, the dog pressed close to his side. If Father went for a walk, the dog followed with a wagging tail. When Minjun returned late from the clinic, Hanul slept in front of Father's door. If Father coughed, Hanul rushed over with worried eyes. If Father watered the pots, Hanul followed him, tail swaying. If Father read the paper, the dog lay at his feet. If Father stepped out even briefly, Hanul waited, unmoving at the gate. Hanul is a special one, Father used to say. Minjun once thought it was simple affection. Now he wonders if there was something more. Sujin, did he eat today? A little. I had to force it. Worry fills her voice. As a nurse, she cares for Hanul as much as Minjun. She boils chicken breast he loves. She warms milk. She even makes handmade treats. No use. The dog takes a few bites and returns to his place. To be honest, I don't know. Minjun sighs. In 12 years as a vet, he has never felt this helpless. He searched medical texts, foreign papers, no case like Hanul's. That evening, alone in the clinic, Minjun reads through the chart again. Every observation and test result from the last year fills the pages. No answer anywhere. Weight loss, poor appetite, low activity, social withdrawal, broken sleep, intermittent howling. All classic for companion animal loss syndrome, but Hanul feels different, not just grief, as if he knows something important and cannot say it, and it is tearing him apart. Chapter 4. A Night of Understanding. Father, why is Hanul like this? He murmurs to Father's portrait. That gentle smile looks down. He remembers the day Father brought Hanul home. Minjun, take good care of this fellow. A day will come when he's needed. Back then, he didn't understand. Now it feels like prophecy. At 3 in the morning, Minjun goes out and sits beside Hanul. The dog glances at him and looks back into empty air. The cold night gathers around them. Hanul, do you miss him? A small twitch in the ear. He keeps his head turned, so Minjun strokes his back. The spine feels sharper than before. I miss him too. So much. His voice shakes. For the first time, Hanul looks at him, eyes full of deep sorrow and a pleading wish. What do you want to tell me, Hanul? The dog turns away again, lifts his head, and howls long at the sky. Not like before, longer, more desperate, more urgent, like a plea sent far away. In that instant, Min Jun realizes he has relied only on veterinary knowledge. He has not tried to enter the dog's heart. He forgot what father meant by special. Hanul has something no book explains. That gift is hurting him now. That night, Min Jun decides to change. Not diagnostics first. Heart first. He will listen. Days later, before father's memorial, Su Jin suggests, let's take Hanul. Seeing father might lift him. He does not yet know that the memorial will change everything. Chapter 5. The Journey to the Mountain. Hanul, let's ride. The instant he calls, the dog pricks his ears. It is father's memorial day. Oh, Hanul reacts. Su Jin looks surprised. On any other day, he would ignore them. Today he wags a little and walks toward the car. He's coming out. Sunwoo is amazed. They have not seen this in a year. He must miss father, Min Jun says, stroking the dog's head. Hanul does not pull away as usual. He wags and waits at the car door. Let's bring him. Father would be glad. It takes 40 minutes to the mountain. In the back seat, Hanul sits quietly, watching the window. Not the lethargic dog from yesterday. He looks like he knows exactly where he must go. Does his face look different? Su Jin turns around. It does. For the first time in a year, his eyes hold life, and under it, a tense edge. As they near the mountain, Hanul grows restless. Sits, stands, sits again, stares hard through glass, as if searching for something. What is he doing? Min Jun watches in the mirror. He knows behavior, but this is new. At the gravesite, March wind bites. The family prepares offerings and unclips the leash. Hanul, greet father. The dog walks to the grave and sits. Stares, long and quiet. Our Hanul loved father, someone says. The stillness feels like a conversation between stone and dog. They set father's favorite foods, light incense. They arrange flowers. They tidy the grass. Father, we've come. We brought Hanul. He missed you all year. Jun Seok says to the mound. Then it happens. Hanul attacks the grave.
Hanul!
Ah! What are you doing?
Chapter 6. The Frenzy. Hanul! What are you doing? Min Jun shouts. The dog's forepaws tear the earth. He grunts, frantic, fierce. Energy they have not seen in a year. Hanul, stop. Sun Woo runs to pull him back. The dog does not stop. Digs harder. Soil flies. Claws rasp on stone. Why is he doing that? Su Jin hurries up, stunned. How can a wilted dog be this strong? The eyes burn with a desperate light. This must be done. His breath rasps. Sweat dampens his fur. Hanul! No! Min Jun grabs him. The dog slips free, leaps back, and digs as if the world depends on it. Hyung, this isn't normal, Sunwoo says. True. The obedient, gentle Hanul has never been stubborn like this. And this is Father's grave. As if possessed, the dog keeps tearing at the earth. His claws split and bleed. He does not stop. The sight is too raw to stand. Minjun, this really isn't right. It isn't grief alone. It isn't stress. It is something else. They finally throw both arms around him and pin him. He struggles, but two men hold him. Easy, Hanul. He pants in their grip, eyes fixed on the mound, whining, full of something he cannot surrender. Could something be there? Sujin peers into the scraped spot. Shallow, nothing visible. No way. The thought is ridiculous, but the dog's certainty shakes them. They strap him into the car and cut the visit short. Even as they drive, he looks back and whines, pressing his paws to the glass, pleading, "Hanul, what is it?" He cannot answer. His eyes do. At home he circles the yard, restless, lost. Then he tips his head and howls at the sky, long and aching. A sound the whole neighborhood hears, a sound like a plea. That night no one sleeps. The image of Hanul ripping at Father's grave will not leave them. Surely nothing's there, right? But the dog's insistence felt like knowledge.
What? You're saying we're digging up Father's grave?
Chapter 7. The Decision. The next evening they gather. You all saw what Hanul did, Minjun begins. Honestly, something's off, Sujin says. They all nod. Was there anything strange when Father died? Sunwoo asks. It was sudden. He seemed fine the day before. What did the doctor say? Heart attack. Natural given his age. They accepted it then, grateful he went without long illness. Now it feels abrupt. Maybe Hanul knows something, Sujin says. Animals sense what we don't. Dogs feel earthquakes before people. Minjun breathes out. He knows animals' senses, but this is beyond usual. Honestly, I want to check, he says carefully. Exhume the grave. The words freeze the table. It's sensitive. It can divide a family. Do we need to go that far? Sunwoo asks. Hanul's behavior was wrong, but exhumation... I thought that too, Minjun says. But think about yesterday. A year of apathy, then that. Is it random? His voice holds conviction. It's Hanul. He's brilliant, and he was bonded to Father. Sunwoo sighs. You're saying we really should? If he keeps acting like this, we won't be at peace. We'll keep living with a stone in our chests. Let's check. If it's nothing, we honor Father properly and close it. Finally, Sunwoo nods. You're right. It might be for Father too. So they decide. It isn't easy, but they cannot ignore the dog who tried so hard to dig, not to destroy, but to reveal. Hanul is special.
Are you sure you want to do this, sir?
Chapter 8. The Exhumation. Do we truly need to exhume? The funeral worker asks gently. Dawn of the appointed day, thick fog sits in the mountain. Mid-March, still cold, windless and still. Yes, please, Minjun answers, voice unsteady. The thought of lifting father from the earth hurts, but he cannot forget the dog's desperation. They climb together. At the grave, workers wait with shovels and careful tools. "Good morning. You're Mr. Park Min-jun?" "Yes." "Then we'll begin." They peel back the grass of the bongbun. Each shovel full hammers Min-jun's heart. Will something appear, or nothing at all? "You okay?" Sun-woo sees his brother's pale face. Min-jun nods. His hands tremble. "Hanul pushed this far. Something must be here," Soo-jin says, gripping his hand. Her fingers are cold. After a time, the workers pause. What is this?" They dig slightly to the side of where the coffin should be. They keep checking, eyes widening. "What did you find?" "What is it?" Min-jun steps closer. His chest thunders. Was the dog right? "There's an ossuary, an urn," a worker says. "What?" Min-jun leans in, a small, white, square box. "Did your family place this here?" "No, we didn't bury any urn," Min-jun says, voice rising. "Then someone else is buried beside your father." "That's illegal," the worker says quietly. Min-jun's knees weaken. Hanul knew. This is the reason for a year of torment. Chapter 9. Kim So-hee. They lift the urn gently. It's smaller than he imagined. A tiny nameplate on the face. It has a name. Kim So-hee. Kim So-hee. They look at each other. No one knows the name. Born 1998. Sun-woo says softly. So young. 25. Why next to father's grave? The worker turns the urn. No other information. Strange. Usually there's a cremation date or facility, just the name. Can you tell when it was buried? From the soil. About a year. A year, right after father died. We have to call the police, Min-jun says. He dials 112. Officers arrive in 30 minutes. You're Mr. Park? Yes. They document everything. Photograph the scene. Take the urn as evidence. Do you know anyone named Kim So-hee? Not at all, Min-jun says. He truly doesn't. We'll investigate. It may take days. They return home, unsettled. Who is Kim So-hee? 25 is so young. No way a stranger would be buried beside father for no reason. Something's behind this. At the door, Hanul greets them. His face is different, bright, relieved. For the first time in a year, he wags hard. You knew, didn't you? Min-jun hugs him. Hanul licks his face like thank you for finally seeing it. That night he eats well. Chapter 10. Aunt Ji-young. Days later the police call. ID confirmation is difficult. Too many with the same name and too little information. What can we do? Give us more time. If you suspect anyone connected to the deceased, let us know. Min-jun hangs up thinking. Then he remembers Aunt Ji-young, father's caregiver, the one who stayed to the end. Family in all but name. Maybe father told her something. Maybe she knows something. Sun-woo, do you have aunt's number? Yeah. Why? She might know she was closest to him. You're right. Let's ask. He calls, "Hello?" Aunt Ji Young, it's been a while. "Oh, Min-jun, how are you?" Her voice is warm but cautious. "Aunt, if you have time, could you visit us? We have something to ask about father." "About your father? What is it?" Her voice tightens, like she already fears the topic. "It's hard to explain over the phone." "Come whenever you can." "I'll come soon." A few days later she arrives. As Min-jun stands to greet her, Hanul's ears leap. He bolts through the yard. The gate opens, she steps in, they lock eyes. And Aunt's face lights bright. "Hanul, you've been well?" She holds out her hand. He wags, presses his body against her leg. "You like Aunt that much?" Min-jun laughs. For a year, Hanul charmed no one. For Aunt, he does. "Ah, Hanul is such a good boy," she says, stroking him. "When I cared for the boss, he always helped me. Still handsome, our Hanul. Come in, Aunt." Chapter 11. The Confession. They sit in the living room. She looks comfortable as always. They greet each other like family. "What did you want to ask? About your father?" Min-jun hesitates. He doesn't want to shock her, but there's no soft way. A few days ago at father's grave, Hanul acted strange. We exhumed the site and the color drains from Aunt's face. The bright expression collapses into tension. "Exhumed?" "Yes, he wouldn't stop digging, so we checked and we found an urn beside father. The name Kim So-hee. The sound in the room changes. Aunt's knees hit the floor with a thud. "Aunt!" Min-jun jumps up. She kneels, head bowed. "Are you hurt?" "I'm truly sorry." Tears run down her face. I did wrong." "Aunt, please, sit up. Tell us." Slowly. Sunwoo and Sujin stare, stunned. After a long time, she lifts her face. Eyes full of regret and despair. I buried it," she whispers. "What?" "Kim So-hee. I buried her." She bows her head and cries again. Min-jun cannot speak for a moment. "Why? Why would you—" "There must be a reason," he says gently. "You wouldn't do that without one. Please, tell us." Aunt wipes her eyes, voice trembling. "Kim So-hee is my daughter." Silence falls heavy. Chapter 12. So-hee's story. She was born with a hole in her heart. Surgery at 7, at 12, in her second year of high school. Her childhood was mostly hospitals. Min-jun's chest tightens. He has seen pain in animals. A child's story hurts differently. Her father died in a car accident when she was 13. I raised her alone. Tears run down Aunt's cheeks. I sold the house. I used the insurance. Still, bills swallowed everything. I took whatever work I could, caregiving, cleaning, anything. When I cared for your father, so he was still in the hospital, she never complained. She didn't want me to worry. She entered medical school. She wanted to heal people like herself. "Mom, when I become a doctor, you won't have to work anymore," she said. "But the world—" Her voice shakes harder. Before graduation, she collapsed. Oh. Sujin covers her mouth. In the ER, the doctor said her heart had worsened suddenly. Emergency major surgery, success rate under 30%. The cost, 50 million won. 50 million, Sunwoo whispers. I had no time to hesitate. I begged the doctor, please save my daughter. I'll find the money somehow. She sobs. The hospital wanted the fees up front. With the unpaid charges, 70 million. 70 million? How did she find it? I went to a private lender. The interest was brutal. I didn't care. I signed until my fingers bled. Chapter 13. The surgery and after. The surgery took 18 hours. I knelt in the corridor and prayed. Take my life if you must. Please spare hers. I didn't eat. I didn't leave. I only prayed. The surgery succeeded, but Sohee did not wake. The doctor said, no one knows when. My world ended. My daughter lived, but only as a body on a bed. That's when the real hell began. 3 million won in hospital bills each month, 2.5 million in interest. My wages could not carry it. That's why you took our father's case, Min-jun says. I slept 4 hours a day. Dawn cleaning, day caregiving, night dishwashing, still not enough. He remembers how Aunt cared for father with such devotion. I needed more pay. Someone introduced me to 24-hour caregiving for your father. The terms were fair. He had means. Father helped you, Min-jun says. Yes. When he heard my story, he gave me 2 million a month quietly. Without that, I don't know. She cries. Your father was an angel. He treated me like a daughter and worried about Sohee. Before he passed, he said, someday, far later, when you and Sohee leave this world, I want you near me. We're family. Min-jun's vision blurs. Chapter 14. The Burial. But the promise couldn't be kept. He died sooner than anyone expected. And a month later, Sohee died. Oh, the room breathes with her. That night in the hospital corridor, I wept until there was no sound left in me. I felt alone in the world. I had no money for a funeral. 20,000 won in my account. We cremated immediately. No wake. Sohee, I'm sorry, this is all your mother can do, I told her. At the crematorium they asked, what will you do with the remains? A columbarium cost at least 3 million. I had nothing. Even home wasn't safe. Lenders called. Rent was overdue. I might be thrown out. Then I remembered his words. At first I thought, no. Even if he said it, we're not blood. I was ashamed to ask your family. But days passed and there was no answer. I held the urn and felt the street waiting for me. So I convinced myself with his words. We are family. That night I went up the mountain with a flashlight. No one was there. At his grave I stood a long time. Sir, I'm here. I'm sorry, I have no other way. My voice shook. I wasn't sure it was right. Tears stream again. She has nowhere to go, because her mother has nothing. I dug a small hole beside his grave. I set her down gently and covered her again. Silence fills the room. I'm truly sorry. I am a sinner, Aunt whispers.
It's all right, it's all right.
Chapter 15. We are family. Please don't say that, Su-jin says first, voice shaking. You did nothing out of malice. You were alone for too long. Sun-woo's eyes are red. You should have told us. You didn't have to carry that alone. Hanul rises quietly and walks to Aunt. He rests his head on her knee. Hanul, he licks her hand once. Soft. Aunt, Minjun says carefully, Father was right. We are family, so he is our daughter too. Tears run faster. After what I did, is it really okay? It isn't just okay, it's right, Su-jin says. You cared for our father with everything you had. We're really okay, Sun-woo adds. Let So-hee stay beside father. She won't be lonely, and he will watch over her. Aunt breaks into louder sobs. Thank you. Thank you. They all cry. No one can hold it back. Chapter 16. A proper burial. Shall we bring So-hee to father properly? Days later, at a family meeting, Minjun asks. After hearing Aunt's truth, they talked long. Their hearts agreed. Yes, let's do it. Sun-woo nods. Father would want that. And So-hee deserves a true resting place. Let's set a day. We'll hold a proper rite, Su-jin says. They call Aunt. Let's bring So-hee to father as family, they say. She cries on the phone. Is it truly all right? It isn't all right, it's obvious. We are family. The day comes. Aunt arrives early in black hanbok, carrying white chrysanthemums. So-hee, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, she whispers to the flowers. A year's guilt and longing sit in her voice. Hanul is different too, quiet, reverent, as if he knows. Hanul, today we bring your sister properly, Minjun says. The dog wags once. Peace has returned to his eyes. At the grave, Minjun's chest tightens. He stands again where the dog dug like his life depended on it. You really knew, Sun-woo says to Hanul. Hanul is special, Minjun answers. Father's line now understood fully. Aunt looks at the stone a long time. Sir, thank you for giving me a family, for saving my life, she says, voice trembling. They bow. Father, we'll care for Aunt now. We'll treat So-hee as our daughter, Minjun vows. They make So-hee's place with their own hands. A small, clean hollow beside father. Their tools, trade turns. Careful, patient, respectful. So-hee, thank your grandfather, Aunt says, turning the urn toward father's grave. They lower it gently and cover it again. Tears run, but they are not only sorrow now. They are relief. A burden of a year loosens. They smooth the mound and tidy the grass so the two graves lie close, natural, joined. Aunt places white chrysanthemums on the new spot. So-hee, I'll come often. Stay with grandfather, she says. They bow together, a deep greeting to Father and to Sohee. Chapter 17. Father's Diary. On the drive home, Aunt repeats thank you. Truly, how can I repay such grace? Aunt, don't say that. We're family, they answer. In the back seat, Hanul looks truly at peace. The secret of a year is resolved. His face is bright, easy. Hanul, you feel lighter now, don't you? Minjun strokes his head. The dog licks his hand, soft, certain, peaceful at last. That evening, one more decision. Aunt, could you come by? We found Father's diary. You should read it, they say. She arrives. In neat handwriting, Father wrote of Aunt with gratitude, and of Sohee with care. Exactly as she said, he truly cherished her, like family. There is one entry they never knew. November 5th, 2023. My time is short. What will become of Ji Young? If only I could give her my property, but I cannot say it. It would hurt my children. I am troubled. Days later, he died. Aunt, we've decided, Minjun says. We'll carry Father's wish. He wanted to share with you. No, I can't accept that, she says, shocked. I've already received too much. This is Father's will, Minjun says. It's in his diary, Sun Wu adds, lifting the book. If you refuse, you'll make him sad. You cared for him better than we did. You made us strong. We see you as family too. You've struggled long enough. Let us help. In the end, she yields to their insistence. It is only a portion, but enough to let her breathe. Thank you. How can I live well, they say, then pay it back to the world. Chapter 18. New beginnings. Weeks pass. Aunt clears her debts, finds a small apartment. Most of all, her face changes. A calm smile returns. It feels like a dream, she says when she visits. Who knew such a day would come? They make one more offer. Aunt, would you live with Hanul? With Hanul, she says, surprised. We're so busy. He's alone too much. He loves you. You won't be lonely. It's good for both of you. Aunt looks at the dog. He pads over and sits by her knee, as if he understands. Hanul, want to live with me? He wags and licks her hand. An answer. See? He says yes. I'd love that, she says. So Hanul goes to live with Aunt. On the day he leaves, they are sad but relieved. Hanul, take good care of Aunt, Minjun says, stroking his head. The dog gazes at him and barks once. Understood. We'll visit often, Sun Wu says, hugging him. Thank you, Aunt says. I have a family now. After that they visit weekly. Each time they see joy. Hanul walk? Aunt asks, and the dog's tail draws circles. He looks healthy again, Minjun says. The coat gleams. His face is bright. Thanks to him, I'm happy every day, Aunt says. He greets me in the morning. Stays with me at night. I'm not lonely. I walk daily. I'm healthier too. Hanul, you love Aunt, right? The dog wags and looks up at her. It's obvious. Chapter 19. The second anniversary. A year passes. Father's second anniversary approaches. So much has changed. Aunt is fully part of the family. Hanul is truly happy. The night before the memorial, they gather at Aunt's home. Tomorrow is Father's second anniversary, Minjun says. 2 years already, someone says. So much happened, Aunt adds, stroking Hanul. He rests his head on her knee, perfectly at peace. Hanul, let's go greet grandfather tomorrow, Aunt tells him. He wags lightly. He remembers. Morning, they all head to the mountain. Aunt, Hanul, the family together. March has dressed the slopes with flowers. Birds knit the air with sound. What weather! Father will be pleased, they say. At the grave, Minjun is startled. Small wild flowers bloom thick around the mound, as if someone planted them carefully. When did these appear? They weren't here last year. Looks natural, beautiful, like a gift Father prepared. They set the offerings and bow. Father, we've come. We're all well. Sir, I'm well too. Thank you, Aunt says. So I'm truly happy now. You're not lonely with grandfather, are you? Then Hanul rises and walks the grave slowly. Not like 2 years ago. He does not dig, he does not fret. He simply walks, calm. He's greeting him, Sunwoo says. Hanul completes a circle, returns, and sits facing the grave. For a while he is still. A father and a dog saying hello. Aunt smiles. Hanul, tell grandfather you're well, someone says. He gives one short bark. It sounds like speech. A light wind moves. The flowers ripple like soft water. After a long time they stand. We'll go now, Father, so he. We'll come again. Hanul looks once more at the mound and bows his head.
하늘아.
Chapter 20. It begins. On the drive home, their hearts feel warm. That was good. I feel at peace, someone says. Us too. In the car, the dog gazes out, easy and calm. That night, Minjun thinks long. About the day the dog tore at the grave, about all that followed, about how chaos unfolded into rightness. They kept Father's last wish. They welcomed Aunt and Sohee as true family. They made a circle and let everyone rest inside it. At the center of the plan stood Hanul. Clever, warm Hanul. Thank you, Minjun whispers at the window. Stars glow above the dark ridges. Somewhere beyond, Father and Sohee listen. Now they are together, a family at last. Spring wind moves the curtain. Warm, gentle. It says, it is over. And also, it begins.
Wind still whispers through the pines at the edge of fading spring. A name once carved in silent ground still